It's Ryan Meeks with Escape to Arizona. I'm back, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Finley Farms, which is located in Gilbert, Arizona. Family-friendly community, giving you some pros, some cons to it, and hopefully making your choice a little bit easier and more informed to make the move. And make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to tour a really cool little section which is called Equestrian Estates at Finley Farms, which is basically just a one-block road that has some really nice acreage property, and you can have horses there. So we're going to get some footage of that as well, and hopefully not get yelled at by people as we do that. So stay tuned. All right, I found a patch of shade here at the park, and it is 98 degrees, and I do not mean the 90s boy band. This summer I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. For some reason, I just like recording better in the summer. I don't know. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment or something. But anyways, if you are looking to move here and you're looking for a realtor that works hard and is out here sweating in this almost 100-degree weather, please reach out to me. I service, the East Valley, West Valley, Scottsdale, a bunch of areas. So please just feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you are looking for a home and I can help. Now, I took some notes today to try to give you guys a little bit of a better idea of what's going on here. I think what I love the most about it is its centralized location. So we are just north of the mall. We're just east of downtown, and we're just south of the expressway, and the 60 is the expressway that we're south of, and the riparian preserve. We got a ton of stuff. So let me go through it here first. Let me tell you let's get to brass tacks here. Let's talk about the home prices here. So in the last 6 months, and man, this phone is a lot heavier than my last one. I'm going to switch arms here. So in the last 6 months, we've had homes close from $400,000 all the way up to $862,000 here in Finley Farms. So you can find some like 3-bed, 2-bath homes that are around 1,500 to 1,700 square feet. And then actually there's one in this Equestrian Estates area, which we're going to go visit. And that one is listed at $1.5 million. And that sits on an acre, and it hasn't gone under contract yet, but it is active. So there's some really nice properties you can get there. And there's some larger homes as well, so probably going up to like 3,500 square feet. So you could definitely find something big enough for your family here. And HOA fees, what are they? $50 a month. Not bad at all compared to some other neighborhoods, right? Now, these homes were built in the mid-90s, so it does have kind of that 90s flair to it, but it's not as bad as some other neighborhoods. You do have some greenery, you have some grass. You'll have to kind of go through this neighborhood, and if you decide to move here, there are some blocks that are a little bit nicer than other blocks, a little bit more well kept by the residents. You can kind of tell. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this?
But that's with any neighborhood, really. Even, and somebody asked me the difference between this and Power Ranch, and it's kind of apples to oranges, but in Power Ranch, you get a few blocks here and there that are just a little bit not taken care of. Maybe you have some renters on the block and they don't like to pick their weeds, things like that. And it really depends on how much the HOA is harassing people. And some people like that harassment, some people don't. Obviously, if you're the person with all the weeds, you're not going to like it. But if you're the person across the street that has a really nice yard and, you're hate looking at weeds every day, then you're going to be that person that loves the HOA and the them coming down and cracking down on all the things that they can't have in their yard and just keeping it really looking nice. I mean, it's important. So anyways, getting back to it. So we have 3 parks here in Finley Farms. We have this one right behind me, which is the main one. It's Mesquite Park. And if you'll actually, way behind me, there is some soccer going on, and I think we have maybe organized baseball going on right now. So there are some organized sports that do happen here. And in most of these neighborhoods in Gilbert, you do have these large green spaces where you will see that you can rent out the space. 3 parks here, 2 of them. This is the main one. There's another one called Columbus Park. Probably gonna have to change the name of that soon, because it's called Columbus and it's named after a certain person. And then there's a tot lot as well. So got a little bit of you got some choices to choose from here. So Finley Farms is about 1 square mile big, and there are some other communities on the western edge. So just keep that in mind. It's not a really huge community, but you know, it's as big as most. Now, what's close to Finley Farms? Well, that's really what I love about it. See, I'm in Power Ranch. It takes me about 15 minutes to get to the mall. It takes about 25 minutes to get downtown Gilbert, and it's kind of annoying. So this is close to AZ Ice Gilbert, I think a mile away from AZ Ice. So if you're an ice skater, you'll love that. It's about 2 miles away from downtown, and it's a half mile away from Topgolf. Go back to downtown, 2 miles away from downtown. Now that would be so nice because I really love going downtown. I love partaking in all the activities down there, all of the restaurants, very kid friendly. Absolutely love the downtown area of Gilbert. One of the reasons why we moved here. Lifetime Fitness. So there's no pool in this community, which sucks, but there is a Lifetime Fitness, which is not far. It is only 2 miles away. So you could jog to Lifetime Fitness. My gym is 2.5 miles away. So being 2 miles away isn't bad. And I think at this Lifetime Fitness, they serve drinks in the summer. They have like a little drink bar, and I do mean alcoholic beverages. So that's really nice. I would just get a membership there and call it a day. So, and what's his name? Donovan McNabb plays basketball there. So kind of interesting. What else do we got here? Riparian Preserve. So a nice place you can walk around, take a little walk. It's got a lot of birds, hence the riparian name. It's got some lakes, some really beautiful trails that go through it. So that is going to be about a mile away. Freestone Park, 1 mile as well. Really nice park to go to. I have a video on Freestone Park if you want to see that. Hey, we got some people behind us bringing their dogs out. What else do we have? The mall, which I already said, which the mall's 2 miles away. So that's the Santan Mall, not very far. We have Copper and Logs, which I just drove by, which is a new kind of, what do they call those? Gastropub, I guess, restaurants. So that's really close. A lot of shopping really nearby. I mean, just outside of the neighborhood. You have a post office, which is just down the street. I mean, you know, usually they put post offices where it's centrally located, so near Finley Farms. I mean, great location, A+ as far as where you're at here in Gilbert. So I'm over here at Elliot and Val Vista at this, we'll call it a strip mall, I guess. Don't know what's going on with my hair, by the way. It's been the start of a day, let me tell you. We have a Safeway back here. Over here, Cogburton's Big Wings, which is more like a bar, grill type of place. They have pretty decent wings, I guess. I'm a wing guy, and I'd go there and eat them again, so they're good. Over here, kind of to the side, back over here, there's an ice cream place that's pretty good. And, you know, just a bunch of little kind of shops back here. Across the street from us here, we have a Starbucks, and there is, I just want to make note that there's a Starbucks in the Safeway as well. So if you're shopping through Safeway, you can go Starbucks. Starbucks over here. Over here was a cool store. I forgot what the heck it was. Oh, Rosati's Pizza. Rosati's Pizza over there. So that's not bad. Chicago-style pizza. And then like a bank and a gas station. So not too much that'll bring you over here besides some shopping and maybe that bar and some ice cream. And it does have a little bit more of a city feel rather than the Southeast Valley where I live has a, not to say a country feel or anything, but it's a little less busy. So it's definitely a busier area up over here. And right here, you have this trail which runs down and meets up with the Western Power Line Trail to the north to take you to downtown Gilbert. But this trail, I think it runs like woof all the way down. You can look at it on a map. But yeah, this trail is a really nice bike trail to partake on, or, you know, take a little jog. And you'll notice behind me these beautiful pine trees, which help shade it a little bit. So this court is actually really shaded. And what time is it? I usually like to say a neighborhood is anchored by an elementary because that's kind of what brings people together, is the school, right? So this is anchored, Finley Farms Elementary. It's I think it's like a 9 out of 10. I'll put the grade school rating right here, but from what I understand, it's a pretty good school. And this is the school behind me. So if you have a new build community that's going up, typically there'll be an elementary school pretty close or within the neighborhood. You see this going on a lot with Queen Creek, and obviously that's, you know, how they built these communities. They thought about it and, you know, wanted to attract families and whatnot when they moved here. So Finley Farms Elementary right here, within walking distance, maybe. So driving through Finley Farms here, I'm in the estates section, and I kind of feel like this, you just get a feeling when you go through a neighborhood, like, all right, I like this one, not into this one, like this one. So the estates is in the northeast section of Finley Farms, and I'm going through it, and I feel like it's the most manicured for sure. Best manicured, I should say. The lots are a little bit larger. They have, some of them have RV garages, which is really cool. But this one right behind me, look at this guy right there, RV garage, boom, right in the back there. That's really in demand right now. And the lots are pretty ginormous here. So very beautiful area to Finley Farms. Nice wide streets too, by the way. These streets are super wide. And I'm standing near the entrance here to the estates, and one thing I didn't even mention is that this is close to like Agritopia too, Cosmo Dog Park, if you want to take your dog there, but a lot of restaurants over there, Joe's Farm, just a beautiful area to hang out at. So another thing I love. But this is the entrance over off Warner. Nice entrance as you come in here, and this is into the estates, the community I was just telling you about. So I just crossed over from the estates. I crossed, I believe it was Columbus. Was it Columbus? I think it was Columbus. And I crossed that, and now I'm over in the western section here. And so like the northwest section of Finley Farms. And this has some beautiful homes here too, well manicured. I mean, look at this lawn behind me. You can't get any more like tight than that lawn was. So that's a really nice looking lawn. So really, yeah, I would say more of a fan of the north section than the south section of Finley Farms. And yeah, I mean, just some really massive two-story homes over here in the northwest section. So really beautiful, no complaints. 90s homes, but you got a little more color here. You can see behind me too, like this house coming up right here is a little bit more white bluish, so you got some different tones. It's not just all red and orange. I'm gonna get out here. I'm in the Equestrian Estates section of Finley Farms, and just a beautiful street here. And this home in particular right here is probably the nicest home. It's on the cul-de-sac where the street ends, but just a super beautiful community here in Finley Farms. So it's a pretty long street. I don't know how long it is specifically, but definitely plenty of homes on this block. And I did see some kids hanging out on the Finley Farms sign as I was driving in. Maybe I'll have that on video, I don't know, but it does look like there are possibly some families here. I don't know why you'd have this much land without a family, but yeah, really beautiful community coming through here. Custom homes and just huge plots of land. And the coolest thing about it, maybe it's cool, maybe it's not to you, but you could have horses here. So there is actually a trail right behind here, and you can go ahead and take your horse out. Actually, I think it's on the other side over here, but you can take your horse out and just travel along the trail here, because it is a horse trotting community. One thing I do want to point out, and this may be a big con for some people living here in Finley Farms. In the background, I don't know if you can see, but let me see right here. Yeah, smokestacks. So basically we have a natural gas generating station right here, the Santan generating station. So this thing can push out some steam. You'll see a lot of steam coming out of these smokestacks. Now what I'm told, and from experience, you can't really smell anything, so it's just kind of an eyesore when this thing has the steam going. I mean, it's more steam. It's not really like big clouds of smoke that you'd see at like oil refineries. So it is a little bit of a turnoff, and that is right there. And if you live in Finley Farms, to the south, you have a pretty decent view of these. I don't even know if I'm pointing at the smokestacks, but yeah, they're right here. And that would be like the only negative thing about Finley Farms that I'm just really not into is those smokestacks and being so close to that generating station. Read up on that and see what you think. Get some more information and do your research, obviously. So hey, I hope you enjoyed Finley Farms. If you have any inkling in moving here, you know who to call.